Okay, good evening and welcome graduates, family members, friends, and guests to Bristol's 38th Annual High School Equivalency Achievement Ceremony. My name is Nancy Labonte, Director of Bristol's Adult Education Department. Before we get started, we ask that you please stand for the national anthem. Please remain standing. Please remain standing as I invite Esther Ann Wachira, a current Bristol Adult Education Advanced English Language learner and native of Kenya, to lead the Pledge of Allegiance. Esther Ann has been a proud citizen of the United States since November 4th, 2023. In the fall semester, Esther Ann will begin her course of study in network technology. Esther?
Please remain standing as you join me, say a pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Esther Ann, for leading us through that patriotic recitation. Please be seated. It added a very special element to the ceremony, and congratulations on your U.S. citizenship. At this evening's ceremony, we are honoring 2023 graduates who studied at the Fall River, Taunton, and Attleboro sites, both in person and online, as well as those achieving the high school equivalency credential directly through the Bristol Testing Center. We are also pleased to be honoring recipients from our partner agency, Youth Build of Fall River. Welcome to you all. As Director of Bristol's Adult Education Department, I oversee high school equivalency, English speakers of other languages, and transitions program at Bristol, where we serve upwards of 600 students per year with over $2 million in funding, mostly from the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. And with this funding, we are able to offer in-person, hybrid, and online classes and services for free to students, including educational materials and a Chromebook to borrow. We do our best to engage students when they are ready and support them toward finishing when they are ready. I want to take a moment before we go on to recognize my colleagues and adult education staff on stage here this evening and in the audience tonight for their commitment to the students in this important work. They bring much talent and passion to their jobs, in many cases over several years' time, and are literally the foundation of these students' success. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give the adult education staff a hand for all they do to contribute to these graduates' success. Adult ed staff, please stand. Adult education staff. Please stand. Thank you so much. Wow. Woo! Thank you, staff. Thank you, families and friends, for your support as well. And thank you, graduates, for your part, your commitment, your tenacity as you work toward achieving your high school equivalency. I would also like to acknowledge and thank Bristol's Board of Trustees, the President's leadership team, and the academic and campus deans for their support of adult education here at the college. And for all of the other college staff who are here tonight, some of whom helped us put the ceremony together, thank you for your excellence and ongoing support. Next, we welcome Dr. Laura L. Douglas, Bristol Community College's 4th president and an ardent supporter of adult education, to offer her greetings. Dr. Douglas is dedicated to fostering an inclusive environment here at the college in our programs, embracing a rich diversity of beliefs, cultures, languages, abilities, and lifestyles. Dr. Douglas promotes a college-going culture in the community, including for those seeking a high school equivalency, supporting them in reaching their goals and achieving success in their lives. President Douglas?
Thank you, Nancy, and welcome. Congratulations to the class of 2023. All right, you did it. And also a very special welcome to the family and friends, also our adult education and college staff who are celebrating with you here and virtually tonight, many of whom provided critical support to you on your journey toward this very important achievement. It is a great pleasure and honor for me to speak to you this evening, acknowledging this very special moment in your lives, the achievement of earning your high school equivalency credential. Most likely, yes, give them a round of applause. Most likely, if you are graduating this evening, you've faced a number of challenges on your way to the stage. You recognize the importance of obtaining this credential and balanced work, family, and life's responsibilities to get it done. Having your high school equivalency credential opens doors for furthering your education and your career. You should think of yourselves as lifelong learners, and we hope that you will come back to Bristol to further your education. It is wonderful that some of you will continue your education right here at Bristol Community College this fall. I want you to know that everyone is welcome and encouraged to attend. In fact, as soon as this fall, those of you who are 25 and older may have the opportunity to attend Bristol Community College for free. It's part of what we think will be the new Mass Reconnect plan, and we hope to have more information for you a little bit later in the summer. But if you are interested, I want you to listen carefully. And I hope that you will be thinking about coming this fall. You're going to need to do a few things. You're going to need to complete your Bristol Community College application, and you'll need to also complete the FAFSA, which is the Free Federal Financial Aid Application Form. And then, if you are undecided about a course of study, I encourage you to meet with an academic advisor to help you pick out a program that meets your interests and goals. If you go ahead and do this, when the time comes, which will probably be in July, then you will be ready to go and positioned for college for as early as this fall. So I hope you'll take me up on your offer. How many of you think you might be interested? All right, look at that, fantastic. As you know, education opens doors not only for your future, but your family's future as well. You serve as a role model and provider who will inspire generations to come. You are unstoppable. We applaud you for your commitment and the personal sacrifices that it took to achieve this educational milestone. Eleanor Roosevelt said, "You must do the thing that you think you cannot do." You should be proud of your accomplishments and believe in yourself as you take the next step. Always remember that you can do it. Congratulations and best wishes for continued personal and professional growth. And I hope to see you back in the fall for your associate's degree. Thank you.
Thank you, President Douglas, for your thoughtful and inspiring message. Also joining us tonight to share her congratulations is Kathleen DeSimone, Mayor of Attleboro and longstanding friend of adult education. Many of us know Kathleen from her former role as adult education professional, where she supported many an adult education student on their educational journey. And we are thrilled to have her share in this evening's celebrations. Please welcome Kathleen.
Hello, hello. So I am, in fact, former adult ed professional. I spent a few years working at BCC in Attleboro. Before that, I also taught ESOL and adult ed at a local nonprofit. It is something I'm fully committed to, appreciative of, and have great respect for. So I am thrilled to be back here at Bristol, and I thank them for the invitation. And I thank the adult education program for the invitation as well. So congratulations, this is awesome. It's an amazing accomplishment for yourselves and your families. And I hope in some ways it's both the end and the beginning of the next chapter. So let me begin. First of all, I applaud all of the students here tonight for your accomplishments and your demonstrated excellence, perseverance, resilience, and leadership by example. As a former adult education teacher and program director, I am humbled, grateful, and proud of each and every one of you. What you did is not an easy task. Well done. In my life, I have learned there are many ways to be a leader, and that we are all leaders in our own way. If you influence or impact people, you are a leader. If you are a parent, you are a leader. If you make a difference in someone else's life, you are a leader. The thing is, my friends, that most people either don't know or choose not to use their power or ability to change the world. Some think it's easier to lay low and let other people lead. Others are afraid to lead, fearing failure and scrutiny. And a few folks don't even have enough faith in themselves or others to think that leadership even matters. Let me remind you of something you may already know. Leadership is a choice. It is a choice to do your best, to get involved, and to take responsibility. Leadership is not given by your age, your job title, your income, or your last name. Leadership is not dependent on your country of birth or your native language. Leadership is a choice that anyone can make. Let me repeat that, my friends. Leadership is a choice that anyone can make. But you already know this. By your great work, your commitment, you have shown that you are not afraid to lead and that you believe leadership matters. And you have boldly and clearly chosen to act on your ability to change our community and the world. And my friends, this will be a choice that you will have to make again and again in your lives. In fact, you must make this brave choice every day. So let me remind you of something else you may already know. As you go forward after tonight, when you fail at something, and you will, you must be brave and choose to lead again. If you get bad news, and you will, you must be brave and choose to lead again. When you lose, and you will, you must be brave and choose to lead again. When it feels like things will never change, and it will, you must be brave and choose to lead again. When it feels like you're the only person in the world trying to make a difference, and it will, you must be brave and choose to lead again. My friends, I know you have done this. I'm asking you to keep doing it. You have made a decision every day to overcome the obstacles that you faced, and you kept going. Keep making that choice. Every day, good or bad, sunny or rainy, whether you are alone or surrounded by your friends, you must make a choice to lead again. And I sincerely hope, as a fellow resident, as a fellow adult education professional, as a fellow citizen, as a fellow human being, I hope and I ask you to make that choice again and again. Thank you for choosing to lead today. Thank you for choosing to improve your life and the future generations of your family and your kids, my friends. Thank you for choosing to lead, to do your best, and for making our community, our state, our country, and our world a better place. You keep going, you keep rocking, keep choosing to lead. Well done.
Thank you, Kathleen, for your support of adult education and participating in this ceremony. Good evening and congratulations. My name is Carmen Botello, and I am the Associate Director of the Adult Education ESOL program, and I have the privilege of introducing this evening's commencement speaker. Each year, we look to identify a commencement speaker whose message can speak personally to students as well as inspire them with their story of their own life. Someone who can reflect back to you, graduates, that your goals and educational journey are not in vain and are worth it. This year, we identified a special former adult education student whose personal and educational journey through challenging times we believe will resonate with you, graduates, as you look toward your next steps and navigate your own journeys towards success. Eugenie Ouedraogo is a hard-working mom of 3 young children who is passionate about helping others, always striving to increase her education, and was recently recognized by Senator Elizabeth Warren for her advocacy for affordable childcare. Eugenie arrived in the United States in June 2017 after working as a French teacher in West Africa. With the goal of attending college, she entered the Taunton Adult Education Program to focus on skill building and improving her English skills. Through the Transition to College program, Eugenie enrolled at Bristol Community College and started on a pathway to becoming a nurse. She quickly excelled in her coursework, earning Dean's List honors. In spring of 2022, Eugenie graduated magna cum laude with an associate's in life science biology. Amazing. Eugenie is now attending UMass Dartmouth, where she is now a second-year nursing student in the College of Nursing and Health Sciences. Eugenie also serves on the Parents' Council of Tryford Head Start, where 2 years ago, she caught the attention of Senator Elizabeth Warren as she advocated for affordable childcare that enables her to attend nursing school. Senator Warren recognized her as a fierce advocate for her community, and Eugenie was given the honor of being invited to President Joe Biden's State of the Union address as Senator Warren's guest. We invited Eugenie here today as an example of what is possible when you take action and persevere in order to make your dreams a reality. Please help me welcome our commencement speaker, Eugenie Ouedraogo.
Hi, everyone. Congratulations to our new graduates. You should be very proud of you. Can you hear me? Okay. This is a huge accomplishment, so you should be very proud of yourselves. dear students, faculty, distinguished guests, family and friends, it is an honor to be part of Bristol Community College 2023 Adult Education Graduation Ceremony. I am so grateful to Bristol for inviting me here today to share some thoughts with you as you turn the page to new chapters of your life. After tonight, you will move forward, and the road may be bumpy, it may be long, but remember where you want to be tomorrow and who you want to be tomorrow. Just like you, it has never been easy for anyone. In fact, I started my American journey as an immigrant from Burkina Faso, an African French-speaking country where I was a French teacher. I moved to the United States 6 years ago with my husband, Alan, a brave, supportive husband, and our 2 children at that time. Without any family members or friends around, but just my husband's support, I started my educational journey here at Bristol Community College. Like you, I studied in the ISET program, which prepared me for college through the transition to college program. I first entered the pharmacy technician program where I earned a certificate. As my appetite for education increased, I took another step forward and enrolled in life science biology program here at Bristol Community College. I graduated with my associate degree in 2021 and transferred to UMass Dartmouth, where I am now a second-year nursing student. The road was bumpy, but it got me where I am today. I remember transportation was always a challenge. I spent hours on buses getting back and forth to school. I had to sacrifice time with family and hours of sleep. At some points, I wasn't sure how it was going to work, but I refused to let these challenges stop me. My advice to you today is to keep fighting for what you want. Keep in mind that if you don't do it, no one else will do it for you. Enjoy your special day today, but do not forget to set your goals for reaching out for stars by also getting involved in things that are important for you. In addition to becoming a nurse, I have a goal of helping my community by being an advocate for affordable and high-quality childcare for families. I know what it means to work and just pay for daycare, maybe privately or publicly. Today, I am a mother of another 19-month baby and the vice chair of Triumph Head Start Policy Council. I had the privilege of sharing my passion for affordable childcare with Senator Warren, Elizabeth, who invited me to be a guest at the State of the Union address in Washington among the congressmen, the Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, Vice President Kamala Harris, President Biden, the First Lady, and many more thinking heads of the country. Thank God, President Biden signed an executive order a few weeks ago regarding this nationwide issue. So let your passion shine. When you get involved and advocate for things that are important to you, you not only help yourselves, but also others that find themselves in the same situation. By doing this, you can not only help make your own road less bumpy, but you can leave a smoother road for those that follow you. It takes a village, but we are not on this road alone. At some points along the way, I needed help. I found support in excellent advisors and instructors at Bristol, both in my adult education and degree program. I was also inspired by role models along my way, including the staff at Triumph EDSA, like Kim Forger, Heather Dyer, Crystal Pilot, faculty and staff at UMass Damen and at Mass General Hospital, where I recently started working. People are there to help you if you're willing to ask for help. Do not let anything or anyone stop or distract you, because on your way, with the help of God, you're going to find angels like the ones I've met to help me my goals. In conclusion, I want to encourage you to be the captain of your boat. Stay on the road to success, no matter how bumpy. Today's achievement is not only wonderful, but also a door to a brighter future. So just open it. Congratulations, graduates.
Wow, Eugenie, what an inspiration you are. Thank you again for sharing in this special celebration. Good evening. I am Eileen Cruz. I'm the Associate Director for the Fall River Adult Education Program. And I have the great privilege of introducing this evening's student speaker. Maria dos Santos passed her HiSET exam in May 2023. She is a mom of 2 children, ages 14 and 2. Maria moved to the United States from Cape Verde when she was 19. She finished high school in Cape Verde, but did not have proof of her diploma here in the United States. Maria worked in various jobs like manufacturing and food service through the years, but realized that she wanted to do more with her education. She enrolled in the Bristol Adult Education Program in May 2022 and worked very hard to pass the HiSET exam. She even took on a new job in September at Charlton Memorial Hospital. Maria would like to continue her education and get a certificate in phlebotomy. Please welcome Maria dos Santos.
Good evening. Thank you. So, good evening, President Douglas, esteemed guests, friends, faculty, and family, and fellow graduate. It is such an honor and a privilege to be speaking at this milestone event in our life today. My name is Maria dos Santos, and I just completed my HiSET school equivalence certificate in May. It was not easy getting here, but I just, like all of you, persevered and did it. My story is probably very similar to many of yours. I came into the United States from Cape Verde when I was 19 years old. In order to support myself, I worked a variety of jobs, like faculty, restaurants. And my first 10 years here was very busy and stressful. I had my first daughter at a time. She's now 13 years old. She's about to be 14 next week. During this time, my responsibility doubled. Now I not only need to provide for myself, but also for my new baby. I feel like it's under constant pressure. Right before COVID hit in 2020, the restaurant I was to work went out of business and I lost my job. I ended up staying at home for the next 2 years. During this time, I had my second daughter, and I became a citizen in 2021. It was both an exciting time for me personally, but also very isolating time. I began to reflect on myself, my life, and how I wanted to change it. Prior to COVID, the job I had working were challenging. They require long hours and offer little security. I knew I was capable of more. If I only had a certificate or some specific job training, I could advance in more career, make more money, have better job security, and live up to my full potential. I took a chance to reach out to the Career Center to ask about training programs, but they told me I need to have a high school certificate for first to enroll on one of their programs. So I registered for adult education program here at Bristol Community College. To say I was nervous about the idea of returning to school was an understatement. Here I was out of school for nearly 20 years. Yeah, I'm that old. A wife, a mom of 2 young daughters. How could I possibly manage it all? Who would watch my kids? Who would going to take care of the house and manage our everyday life tasks? How could I be able to be a mom, attend class, and work? I decided to give it a try and see what happened. I remember my first day coming to school, I was full of mixed emotion. It was already mid of May through the spring semester, and the campus was busy. I walked to the door of the B building and made my way to adult education office. I went straight to Lori's office. Lori's kind and helpful attitude really calmed my nerves. She answered all my questions, gave me the class schedule, and directed me upstairs to where Anne Marie's ELA class and Erin's math class were located. Those are my 2 teachers. I'll thank you for them. I also received when I walked into a small class where everyone was so welcome. I realized that we're here for the same reason. There was no judgment, just support. It didn't take long for me to bond with my fellow classmates, many of who now return into true friends. Yesenia, Fatima, Keishla, and Joanne. She's not here today. As the months went by, life started to get harder to manage. My children needed me more, and I had to start taking more hours at my part-time job to earn more money. Something was going to have to give. I seriously thought about quitting my class and moving to a full-time job. When I told my mom this, she said, "Are you crazy? You already halfway done. You need to see it through. You can't stop now." Between my mom's calling and Lori's constant texts asking me, "Where are you today?" On those days I missed class, I felt guilty about backing out my commitment to Bristol Community College. I figured I had nothing to lose and schedule my math high set. I decided to try the math first. It was so scary to me, and I just wanted to get over it. I remember hitting the submit after I finished the test and covered my eyes because I didn't want to see the score. For my surprise, I had passed, and I couldn't believe I passed it. Passing the math showed me that I could finish this program and earn my high school certification. I came into school the next day and shared my happy news with my classmates. They were so excited for me. In fact, they were shouting so loud for me that Sarah from the next room came into the door to make sure everything was okay. Their support, enthusiasm, and friendship kept me on track. One by one, I passed all my high set exams. Now that I have my high school certificate, I plan to pursue a license in phlebotomy. The adult education program here at Bristol Community College has not only taught me about academics, it was also taught me to believe in myself. It has shown me that it's never too late to start something new. A couple years ago, I never would have predicted that I would be making a career in healthcare. But life is all about learning, exploring, and stepping a little outside of your comfort zone. Who knows who could lead you? Thank you, Bristol Community College, for helping me discover a whole new world. Thank you to you. Thank you, all the adult education staff who have helped us to get to this point in our life's journey. Your support, encouragement, dedication, and compassion have helped build confidence in ourselves and in our abilities. You have prepared us well. Thank you also to my family and friends for being here for me. You are all the best support system anyone could ask for. As for my fellow graduates here, is my advice to you. Don't give up on any of your goals, no matter how long it will take you. If you are determined and believe in yourself, you are willing to take some chances, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Congratulations, class of 2023. Celebrate your accomplishment. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria, for sharing your powerful message. Good evening once again. For the past 14 years, the Diane M. McMullen Scholarship Fund has awarded nearly $10,000 in scholarships to graduates of Bristol's high school equivalency program. Diane McMullen was a former dean of adult education here at Bristol Community College, as well as one of my professional mentors. This scholarship has supported students' dreams and aspirations to pursue college as their next step after completing their high school equivalency credential. Given how important education was to Diane, this scholarship is a very special way to continue to remember and honor her. Here this evening is Diane's daughter, Katie Brandt, to share more about Diane and to announce this year's recipient of the Diane M. McMullen Scholarship.
Eileen has known me since I was a kid, when I used to come with my mom to her office, and I worked in the summer program one year when I was a teenager. But thank you all for having me here tonight. I'm Katie Brandt. I'm here to present the scholarship in honor of my mom and our family. Diane McMullen was your Dean of Literacy Services. She was an active member of the Massachusetts Coalition for Adult Basic Education. But most importantly, she was a tireless advocate for adult learning and second chances. Mom used to say, it's always the right time to make a good choice, right? When she passed away in 2009, our family established a scholarship because we wanted to promote her legacy of lifelong learning. Mom thought of learning as extending far beyond the walls of a classroom. I have so many memories as a child of having to go to a historical location or a museum, and at the time thinking, oh gosh, can't we just, go to an amusement park? But what she was teaching me is that learning can happen every day, anywhere, for your entire life. I even remember her doing her own homework when she went back to school in her 40s to get her master's degree. So years later, she invited me to attend a GED graduation ceremony at BCC, one where she was the master of ceremonies, standing very tall at the podium, even though she was only 5'3". She was shorty. And I remember a message that she gave to the students that night. She said, "Today is a huge step in your journey of lifelong learning, but it isn't your last one. Don't stop here. Everything you did to reach this moment has prepared you for your next achievement. Carry the feelings of tonight's success with you and set new goals for yourself, knowing you have the ability to succeed." To our mother, learning was a renewable resource, yielding joy, inspiration, and new dreams at any age. Thank you for allowing us to continue to be part of this ceremony. It's so important to our family to keep Mom's legacy alive, and it's an opportunity for me to stand up and talk about a woman who inspired me and loved me so much. So thank you. Okay, so now I am thrilled to announce that this year's recipient is Nandi Garrett. Nandi, where are you? Come up, yes! Congratulations to Nandi and to all of you. I loved it when I saw all those hands in the air of people who wanted to keep going, especially if it's free. Take advantage of that. So, Nandi, here you go. Congratulations.
Thank you, Katie, for your generosity and commitment to adult education students. Now, as some might say, this is the best or most exciting part of the ceremony, the awarding of certificates. I would like to invite to the stage one of the longest-standing instructors in adult education at Bristol and beloved high school equivalency teacher, Carol Ginsberg. Carol will read the names of our graduates as they come to the stage to receive their certificates. Yes.
Maria dos Santos. Deanna Botello. Marlene Abad. Barbara de Garcia Perez. Peyton Jason. Leah Silva Fernandez. Marsha Thompson. Shanique Johnson. Ariette Baldi. Heather Johnson. Isabel Mena. Michaela Vertentes. Anita Cocoriva. Nandy Garrett. Abdul Sami. Mohammed Safdar. Abdul Rafe. Christian Carrascosa Dominguez. Keishla Jimenez. Natalie Pratt. Sandra Primo. Nicole Alimian. Diana Pereira. Robert Duffy. Lila Costa. Kristen McDougall. Delaney Finney. Devin Simmons. Lamont Alexander. Jacob Ismael Gonzalez Rodriguez. Anna Ortiz. Anna Alameo. Alex Arpa. Mitchell Jansen. Jonathan Harvey. Destiny Jardin.
Okay, so I would like to ask now that graduates stand. Okay, so stand up. And we're going to move our tassels from the right to the left as a symbol that you are now a graduate. Excellent. Congratulations again. I ask that you all be seated now and remain seated until the processional has exited the area. We welcome you all to cake, ice cream, taking photographs with the president and your families, and learning more about your next steps at Bristol, and to otherwise celebrate with us further in this space and in the lobby to your right. And this concludes our ceremony. Thank you so much for attending tonight, and congratulations again.